have a location isn't going to help at all. We have
You
enough.
mean comatose? After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the Wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the Wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable. To see that you've recovered gives me hope. As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for. The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier, and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the Wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
I had hoped you'd return. What now? Yes. Best to formulate a plan. What is it? and I shall follow.
Presence detected. This unit has activated. What do you need? Unit...
Long live Elder Lyons. You honor us with your presence here.
Everything's above board.
I had... with all due haste. And I shall follow.
You honor us with your presence here.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
I salute you, warrior. You walk among us, but apart from us. How may I aid you?
You honor us with your presence here.
You honor us with your presence here.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, This all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the Wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way. Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the Purifier, so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation, and is directly overseeing our efforts.
Don't hurry back.
Welcome. Can I be of assistance? We've held up very well against them so far. Our power armor modifications are showing positive results. Now that we've gotten our hands on more of their weaponry, we can adjust a better shield against it. Back to work.
Super mutant, Enclave. They all believe the same.
Move it, bud. Can't you see I'm busy? All right, then. We'll see you in a few days.
Well, sure. Let me guess. Your first time on caravan duty?
Yeah? So what?
You think we can handle it? Believe me, you guys aren't the only ones who know how to put down a raider.
Take it easy. I'm sure you'll be fine. Like all the other caravans.
Whatever.
All right. Let's move it out.
Yes?
Hey, good to see you. I heard you had a bit of a problem getting the purifier started. Sorry about that. We're looking into exactly what happened. Anyway, it's great to see you on your feet again. We wouldn't be here now without you. Oh, well, after what happened to you when the purifier started, I think she just kind of had enough. It was really hard on her, you know? First losing your dad, and then the Enclave, and then the Brotherhood taking over here. It was really just too much for her. So I guess she packed up a few things and headed off north, towards the Commonwealth. Rumor has it there's a scientific community up there. I sure hope she finds what she's looking for. Me? Well, I figured after all the work we already put into this place, we could help the Brotherhood keep things running smoothly. It's worked out pretty well so far, I think. They're not necessarily the friendliest bunch, but I've been doing what I can to get along with them. Catch you around!
Hell.
Sir, some messages arrived for you.
And what, sir? Were any of the messages important?
I don't know, sir. I thought I should bring them straight to you.
You didn't read them?
No, sir.
Well, who are they from?
I don't know, sir. I thought...
Can't you see I'm busy?
Sorry, sir.
I'm up to my eyeballs. Invoices and clipboards with God knows what on them. And
Don't
maps.
even think of breaking into
So
that.
many useless maps drawn by children, apparently. And requisition requests. Oh, is there anyone who doesn't want something from me? And the messages, always with the messages.
Sorry.
Really? Am I the only one who can do anything around here?
Sorry, sir. I can see you're busy. I'll leave you.
You're right, I'm busy.
Sorry, sir.
Wait. Just leave messages. I'll deal with them later.
Yes, sir.
Next time, look them over first. I need you to be a filter for all the inconsequential crap that otherwise lands on my desk.
Yes, sir.
Go now. Take a short break. Steal a few minutes for yourself. God knows we all deserve it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Go on. Get out of here. Shoot.
Hail. Well,
Did Lyons give you a little congratulatory speech? Then you won't mind if I don't offer you one? Thanks to you and that little friend of yours cranking up the purifier, my life's become a living hell. But the heroes of the Wasteland probably don't care about that! Excuse me, I'm Bigsley, and I'm just a tad stressed out. Perhaps you saw that little line outside my door? Everyone was so excited about that purifier. Project Purity this and Project Purity that. But did anyone stop to ask, hey, what are we going to do with all that clean water? Well, guess who gets to fill in that tiny detail? It'd be one thing if I had support, but that little war with the Enclave has depleted much of the Brotherhood's resources. And to top it off, I have to be mommy to a bunch of lab coats. Really? Well, there's plenty of things I need help with. But most of it's pushing papers and knocking sense into giant eggheads. A task for any acolyte, really. I'm sure I could put your experience and talents to far better use. Well, I've got Rivet City water caravans needing help with some unusually organized bandits. Need someone to go investigate what that's all about. And then there's Megaton. They want more Aqua Pura. I just sent a shipment to them. Need someone to go visit Megaton and see what their problem is. Don't get me started about Rivet City. They feel entitled to everything. Always whining about how they're our scientists and all that crap. Like they did us a favor. Thought the security deal we'd worked out with them would be, a win-win. And my hope was they'd completely take over the water caravan escorts by now. But I got Officer LePelletier bitching about an organized bandit syndicate. Guess they don't have the chops after all. I need you to go visit Officer LePelletier and lend a hand. Great. Hopefully you can get them straightened out. We really can't do this without them. I don't know what to think. I got lions breathing down my neck about it, though. Apparently, Megaton's sending him nasty letters demanding a shipment. I just sent them a week's supply. A month's if they ration. Look, if you can straighten out Megaton so I get lions off my back, I'll make it worth your while. Really? Oh, that's great. I'm sorry I can't offer you any support in this. All our resources are tied up at the moment. Good luck. Oh, and of course I'll have a little something for your efforts if you're successful. Stay safe out there. Many of us keep asking that same question. The Brotherhood isn't a postal service. We have important things to do, and we need caps and technology to do it. Lyons is on some kind of mission. Has he forgotten about the Enclave? That's our priority. But yeah, things are being done to offset the cost of Lyon's little pet purity project. Look, it's not that I don't trust you. I know you're trustworthy, but you see, that's just it. I don't think you're capable of discretion. Nothing immoral is going on, but I'm already in a lot of hot water with the Brotherhood. I need to be careful with what I say and to whom. Well, by all means. I'd love to answer some questions. I've got nothing better to do. She apparently decided to pursue more interesting projects up north in the Commonwealth. The real reason? She couldn't handle us scribes improving upon her work. She's the kind of woman who needs to be in charge of everything. Good luck to her out there in the Wasteland. It's a long walk to the Commonwealth. Can't say she'll be missed. Because it's not irradiated? Really? You couldn't work that one out for yourself? I don't think anyone really knows the answer to that. Seems to be going rather quickly, though. I'm sure you can imagine the chaos if we just let anyone who wanted to wade into the basin and fill up a jug. Frankly, there just isn't the time or the resources to deal with that crowd control nightmare. You take a bottle, you dunk it underwater, and glug, 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 it fills up. Amazing. But you're right, a machine would help, but all the scribes are busy reverse engineering Enclave gear. A machine that puts water in bottles just isn't on anyone's priority list at the moment. Yeah, well, when you remember what it was you were going to ask, take it up with one of the other scribes, okay? Thanks.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
There isn't someone else you could... Sure. It's not like I'm going to be able to get much done today anyway. Ask away. I literally can't remember the last time I got sleep. I must have dozed off recently, though, if the, the drool on my desk is any indication. I follow orders, but I'm not exactly a yes man. I figure a scribe's job is to find the devil in the details. Consequently, I seldom get promoted. I think Elder Lyons finally had his fill of people questioning him. And while Scribe Rothschild and I usually see eye to eye on things, it's apparently time to set an example for those who ask too many questions. Yeah, that's a long story, actually. I started out in swords. I upped the output of a few laser rifles. Apparently, some initiates couldn't handle the extra power. A few got hurt. Then I joined the shields. Bowditch wasn't all that pleased with me, proving him and his theories on force field resonance were a bit antiquated. And I found myself among the Quills. Jameson refuses to accept any fact that conflicts with her rose-colored, optimistic views. She likes to assign contradictory personalities to field operations. Take, for example, myself here, or Yearling, exiled to that accursed library. You know, I used to think Rothschild and I were on the same page. Turns out he's happy to blindly follow the old man's orders like the rest of them. It's probably best if I don't answer that question. Okay. Hopefully that's the last distraction for a while.